article I read in the New York Times. It was called Microscenes, and I was like, "What is a microscene?" It was very, very interesting to me to kind of look at that, and I thought it made me think more about community development and building small communities that then are the fabric of larger communities that kind of build into this whole ecosystem that we're trying to do of meeting each other, connecting, authenticity, reality, and getting out of the artificial intelligence and getting into kind of the way we connect as human beings. And so I was very excited. So let me talk about the definition of what a micro scene is. In this context, they use New York, and that is that neighborhoods have their own micro scene, meaning that you would get together at a restaurant or you get together at a space, and that would be kind of your people, or you might have family ties to that area, so you would get together and you'd experience it together. So there's things like that. So let's talk about micro scenes and what we can see in different spaces and how communities can build that. I'm going to, of course, use Norman because that's where I live. And so we'll talk about that, kind of what we're doing well and what is actually a detriment to some of what we're trying to do. Number one, the thing I want to think of is I'll give you a couple of neighborhoods that I think of. Old Silk Stocking is one that I'm seeing right now. Old Silk Stocking is over by Wilson Elementary on Peters. It is a beautiful area. It's one of the older neighborhoods in the city. It does incredible things. They have regular get-togethers. They do potlucks. They have meetings together. It's a pretty area. A lot of little bungalow houses. It's older homes and newer homes together. You have really large homes and smaller ones. So it's a diverse neighborhood. It's within about walkable distance to downtown. So it's got that. And there's just a character to it that's a lot of fun. Now, again, my wife taught at Wilson for like 21 years, so I have been around that neighborhood for a long time, and the core of that neighborhood is the school, the core of the neighborhood is the churches in that area, and there's just an experience to living in that space and being a part of that. So that is phenomenal. One of the newer, what I would call small areas is East Downtown. East Downtown is off of Porter and Main, and it actually is on Main past Porter, and it is an incredible little space that is doing neat things. So we're seeing Old Town site as well as in that area. So you've got East Downtown, and it goes back a little bit further. Again, there's schools, there's businesses, there's bars and restaurants, there's galleries, there's stores, there's all of that in that area. You have Old Town site. Old Town site is around the courthouse and near the courthouse. Again, a beautiful, beautiful district. We have the Miller District. The Miller District. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for my eyes. I appreciate that. My mama gave them to me. So ultimately, the Miller District they do a fun event every year in August, and it is called Porch Fest. Porch Fest is a bunch of bands that get together and they play on front porches and you walk around. They have lamps in that area. The neighbors all know each other. They actually set it up and they get lights over the top and they plan it, and it becomes a big city event. It's a way for the neighborhood to show off and also for you to go ahead and visit with them. So I love that event. It combines a lot of things in Norman. It combines music. It also combines community and neighbors. No. And then ultimately, there's so many things going on. Now, there's also another way that you can get connected in neighborhoods. You have art galleries. You also have bars and restaurants. So sometimes you'll have a neighborhood bar that you're involved in. So if you look at that, let me think. The Mont in Norman is right by campus. So it kind of is a connector piece to the neighborhood across, but also into the university itself. So I hope that you get a chance to do that. It is, again, Campus Corner is an amazing space. There's incredible opportunities for you to really kind of get involved there. We've got over by Lions Park. Lions Park, they do a concert series in the summer on Sunday nights. It's right by an art gallery, by an art space. Again, it's walkable. There's parks involved, and it's all kinds of incredible things that you can do there. We also have Second Friday. Second Friday I've talked a lot about. I've done videos about. You can check it out. We have live music. We have great food, incredible art galleries, and it's all downtown in the downtown area. So we're seeing newer neighborhoods that are also building up. Now, these newer neighborhoods don't have that same connectivity yet. We're looking at the build out of that. When we're building out these new venues, we're looking at ways to make that happen. So we're doing things that have either retail on the bottom and then living on the top. We have condos, we have things like that. So it's an opportunity for us to kind of build these communities and really get workable spaces and walkable spaces as well. Hello? Is it Fets kept, oh, is it Fets kept secret? But hello. So ultimately, that's incredible. We also have art and music, and art and music is a big deal here in Norman because Norman, Oklahoma is a college town. Also, we have a very vibrant music scene, and it's getting better and better. We are within about 1 month from Norman Music Festival. Norman Music Festival, we bring about 50,000 people into town over 3 days. We have over 300 bands, and they shut downtown and they play all of our venues, and we have a good time. We have a lot of people come to visit. It is incredible, and it's free. So it doesn't cost anything for anybody to come in and go to the festival, but it's sponsored by a lot of people and it's put on by a lot of people, and it's something that we've always done. And it's one of the unique things that we do. It also showcases our music, it showcases our reach in music and the things that we can do. So ultimately, it is amazing. We have small towns in the area. So if you look at small towns, they're a little bit different. So you can look at that. They may have a festival, for example, the Rose Rock Festival is down south in Noble. They do an incredible job. There's a Heart of Oklahoma Music Festival that happens in Purcell, which is incredible. And then, of course, there's other things going on. Thank you, Lily, for subscribing. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. So ultimately, there is a lot that is going on. You have food festivals, whether it is, we have a wine festival this weekend. We also have the 35th year of our Norman Chocolate Festival, where people get a whole lot of chocolate. So we have that happening, as well as we have a blues festival and a jazz festival. All this weekend, along with our farmers market. That our farmers market now actually is taking over one in Moore. It has one in Moore, and also is running the one in Noble. So we have a farmers market co-op where we can put people at. Hello, is it Rivals? Got to be a go. Rivals got to be a go. So ultimately, we have a lot of things going on. Our food ecosystem is incredible. We have new restaurants that are doing phenomenal things. We've got farmers that are doing amazing things. And it's just building this thing that we call community. There is a book called Bowling Alone. It's old, I'll be honest with you. It's kind of an old book. But ultimately what it was talking about back then, which was, I would say 15, 20 years ago almost, was the idea of community. People were bowling, but they weren't getting in bowling leagues anymore. Because my parents did that. My parents, when I was really little, we went to bowling alleys because they made sure that they were bowling with other couples, and that's the way they connected. Well, we didn't do that. So ultimately it became how do you connect? So they talked about, again, community building. It's about getting to know your neighbors. Do you shut down your street and have a cookout in the front? A lot of people open their garages, and we see that happen a lot here. I think they're from other places. Where they open their garages, they have TVs out there and they just hang out. And I'm which I think is amazing. I think it's fun. Also, walking in your neighborhood if you have sidewalks, which we are getting to a point where we're putting sidewalks in everywhere. But hopefully you have sidewalks. You can walk around the neighborhood, say hello, visit with your neighbors. Also, weirdly enough, in Oklahoma, when there's severe weather, we get connected to our neighbors really fast, because if something happens, you're out there visiting. Did you see that? No, did you see that? Did you lose power? So that is a weird connector piece that we have. We also have a lake out by us. We have Lake Thunderbird, so we have recreation for people to come and do. So there's a lot of ways that you can do that. Churches in Oklahoma are a huge deal. So we have a lot of churches, and they kind of become a gathering place. We have the university here, but there's colleges and universities and technical centers. The art community outside of Norman, we have phenomenal ecoregions in Oklahoma. We have 11 ecoregions. They are incredible. Anything from hills and rivers and lakes to the plains and the Wichita Mountains, which are beautiful. We have Summer Arts Institute for high school students, where they get to learn from some of the best artists in the world for 3 weeks. They stay, and they don't get charged for that. They have to audition and get in, but they spend 3 weeks at Quartz Mountain, and it's phenomenal. We have a great film industry right now. Of course, we're the second leader. We're the second highest beef producer in the country, only to Texas. I think Texas has more beef than we do. But ultimately, we are right there next to them when it comes to beef production. And it's just fun. Like it is being in Oklahoma and spending time with Oklahomans, you'll find out that we're very nice. We tend to maybe bite our tongue a little bit when people are being rude. I'm just saying. So we don't say everything that's on our mind. We sometimes hold back because we're a little bit more genteel and we don't say what's on our tongue all the time. And so ultimately, it is a good chance though for us to really get connected. Now, what are some of the dangers of that? What can hurt all this building of connections? If you are in an argument or you are disagreeing with everything that happens in the community where you live, why do you live there? Like, that is my question. And there are some people in my city that I feel like disagree with everything. Like, everything that happens is like, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. They want to go back to the good old days. The good old days when Norman was small. Well, let me tell you, Norman's not small, and it's not going to be small anymore. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and faster and faster and faster, and people don't like it. So we're getting to a point where we have to learn about what this city's becoming and being engaged in what it can become. So we want those small connectors. We want those micro scenes. We want to encourage the micro scenes in neighborhoods. We want to encourage people to put businesses in neighborhoods. We're just starting to do that where we are actually adding in infrastructure to neighborhoods where you can put businesses where you can have a coffee shop. Well, I guess coffee shops are great micro scenes. Everybody has their favorite. I said I have like 5 favorites because I know a lot of people in the coffee industry. So I like to go visit all of my coffee people, and whether it's Yellow Dog or Daily Grinds or, Beanstalk. I mean, I've got all these places I love. It's just phenomenal. So there's all these awesome places to go drink coffee and hang out. Those are micro scenes because people walk to them. They're from the neighborhood and they get to know each other. We also have art classes. Those are micro scenes. We have book clubs. I did a video about being the book club capital of the world. I swear to God, we're the book club capital of the world. So also, the people that get together for book clubs are micro scenes. They're communities that are built together. So all these things are an opportunity for us to really connect, and that real connection with real people is very, very important. So I hope that you get out there, you connect with somebody, sit down, have a conversation, get to know them, and just learn from each other. And we start to engage and grow and become real community, because I think real community is very important in this age of AI, in this age of not knowing what's real and what is. The chance for us to connect with another human being is the most valuable thing that we can do. So all I'm asking, I'm giving you one task. Go out, visit with somebody you've never met, have conversations you've never had, and engage with them and find out, how are you the same and what can you guys do to create a better environment and a place for you to live. Thank you so much. If you like what you see here, please watch the rest of my videos in the Car Chat channel. Know that there's 11 other channels of all different topics in all different areas that we would love for you to watch and for you to connect with. The network is built for you. The network has been built by if a video doesn't do well, I'm done with it. If a channel doesn't do well, I cut it. So I go back and I'm done well. I have my gardening channel will start to ramp up this week as I'm starting to plant my garden. It's been in the 90s here, so it's a little bit warm. So we're going to get that started and ramped up. But I hope that you also get to do some exploring of my other channels, my other videos that I've done. I've done incredible things on food and music and art and business and life and self-improvement and all kinds of amazing things. Also, you can, again, watch all of the car chats or put them on when you're driving. They're about 15-20 minutes each. So on your commute, you can get through a couple of them. If you have a longer commute, if you have a shorter commute, you can just listen to that and have conversations about it. My goal is always to have you talk and argue and disagree. Because I think that's important to open up dialogue and see, are we doing well in this area or are we not? So this is an opportunity for you to be a part of the community, being a part of the network. The network is not me by myself. The network is we, is all of us together. So I hope that you have had a great day and that you get a lot out of this and that you are ready to kind of do something new and do something different and build your own micro scene.